Batman is once again faced with danger as he enters a prison made for supervillains. Hugo Strange is the brains behind it all, and he has come up with a deep plot that even involves Batman's alter ego, Bruce Wayne. The Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, and many more villains are thinking of schemes that will force the Bat into action. This is all that I can tell you of the plot. Spoiling any of it would just put me on plenty of nerds' hit lists. What I can speak about is how much has changed from Arkham Asylum, and if the mechanics have improved in the sequel to one of the best superhero games ever made. Let's sink our teeth into the city itself, which holds some extremely bright and detailed building models. Each location carries its own weight in the world. Various locations are quickly discernible for each territory of a villain. The Iceberg Lounge, Joker's themed steel mill, and Poison Ivy's bramble-covered structure swells with unique design. The character models themselves are pretty much the same as Arkham Asylum. They shine pretty damn nicely in cinematics, but have large amounts of aliasing problems in normal play. This is something that players will hardly notice in different levels, as the lighting has taken things to a new plateau. This dark and twisted prison is absolutely gorgeous in a sick and twisted way. Downtrodden or not, Arkham City is the place to be for beating down thugs. Speaking of which, the melee combat has been upgraded quite nicely. The tried and true multiple attack schemes are still in play, but some new gadgets, counters, and playable characters allow for a more dynamic system. Batman can now counter knife attacks, thrown weapons, and aptly disarm armored enemies. On the other end of the spectrum, Catwoman is extremely agile and uses traps to take down her foes. She even has a completely different way of getting around the city when compared to Batman. Robin, on the other hand, is, dare I say, more badass than Batman himself. Robin has some pretty devastating animations. Not only that, he has some pretty neat gadgets for himself. The Boy Wonder comes equipped with a bullet shield, blinding gadget, and can close the distance with a zip kick grappling hook. It's just a shame that you can't run around the city with him. Hopefully some DLC will enable some grappling around Arkham. Since the city is free roam, the costume vigilantes can drop down on unsuspecting criminals and take them out. When running the streets as Batman, players will be given the options to interrogate, search crime scenes, pick up trails, or follow the Riddler's clues. It may seem like a lot to take in with a free-roaming environment, but in reality, Arkham City is a bit compact in comparison to GTA or Assassin's Creed. So there is little to no fear of getting lost, and the helpful Bat Signal waypoint system will keep players focused. Even though there is plenty to do outside of the campaign, that doesn't excuse the 8 hours it'll actually take to beat it. If you ignore all the side missions, you'll skate through the campaign in no time. If you want to include the various optional missions, that's another 12 to 15 hours of gameplay. That of course excludes all of the random searching for Riddler's clues and the new Plus mode. Never fear though, the challenge maps are still around, and this time they can be played with any of the 3 characters. So there is plenty of content to keep players coming back. Some of the other downsides include some strange problems with the downloadable characters. Starting the game will sometimes lead to corrupted DLC. At other times while running through the city, the game will randomly state that it's downloading content and kick the player out. To top it all off, the game uses the Catwoman content as a form of DRM, which means that our precious kitty cat cannot be used without first downloading some DLC. So you will have to purchase her extra content if you rent or buy the game used.
What the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead!
Arkham City is without a doubt a splendid video game. It of course is not without its faults, but it does add that special something to the franchise. The storyline isn't exactly top of the line, but seeing the Dark Knight patrol a city makes up for it. It is a fantastic start to what could lead to a real open world game in Gotham City. Arkham City receives a B+ from Half-Ass Gaming, and much respect goes out to Rocksteady for what they've done with Batman.
It's alright, you're safe.
You're lucky. I could have killed you with this thing.
Believe me, Doctor, when someone takes a swing at me with a pipe, they don't get the chance to apologize.